Hi there, I'm Josh, and today we're talking about my personal setup for video editing, video making, gaming, and more, all in a studio apartment. So we're just going to go from left to right. Up first is my ultra-wide 34-inch monitor, the Dell S3422DWG. Now, despite the name, this is a 3440 by 1440p monitor at 144 Hz, and it is an absolute beast. And as you can see, I record using Audacity and Open Broadcaster software. For the cameras, I have an array. I have a Sony a7R II, which has sadly been out of commission for a little bit because I can't find the right tripod mount. On top of that, it seems to have issues connecting to the Elgato software that I connected up to. So with troubleshooting, I'm hoping to get that back up and running in time. In the meantime, I use a Logitech Brio as well as my iPhone for recording videos. I use a Go XLR for audio recording. Being able to adjust everything manually is super nice, and there are a bunch of customizable buttons that I intend to use more as time goes on now that we have YaCod, my gaming channel, to adjust things on the fly. The microphone that it's connected to is an Electro Voice 635A handheld interview microphone. Now, the reason why I chose this microphone isn't because it's the best microphone on the market, but because of the fact that this is a replica of the microphone that Elvis used on stage, and I am a huge Elvis Presley fan. Right next to the Go XLR is my Stream Deck Mini, which I use on the fly. Now, the reason why I went for the Mini is because the Extra is super expensive, and I like to focus on budget in my own personal day-to-day life. I want to be able to use money on the things that matter to me the most, which is typically the actual hardware and the forefront of what makes my videos better. And since I don't stream that much, a Stream Deck Mini was perfect for what I needed. I have a well-loved, aka very dirty, Huntsman Mini with a Razer wrist rest. And this has been my keyboard for the past 2 years. Before that, it was the Razer Huntsman Elite, but I like having 10 keyless, and it's cheaper when my Huntsman Elite stopped working. Next to that is the Logitech G Pro Superlight, which once more is focused on gaming performance. I play first-person shooters, so I don't need a bunch of buttons, and lightweight performance is more important. I use a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S controller, depending on what I'm playing on PC. Now, my PC at the moment is quite mangled. I'll show you a short little video so you can see, but it is really awful. The internals, however, are not. I have a Ryzen 9 5900X as well as an RTX 4090 with 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, a whole host of storage, and a Noctua cooling fan. On the flip side of that, when we talk about budget-oriented things, the monitor that is next to me that I only use for Discord or YouTube is an ON 22-inch 1080p monitor that I got for $79. I made a full video on it if you would like to see that, but it's not a bad panel for what it is. The viewing angles are a little off, but it works for what I need it to. Now, it may not seem like budget-friendly, was actually quite budget-friendly. The AirPods Max I picked up for $280 used, and they have been my daily drivers ever since. In the most recent additions to my build are the MacBook Pro M3 Pro chip with 36 gigs of unified memory and a 512 gig SSD. The reason why I wanted a MacBook Pro, which I know hurts my heart as a PC user, is because I wanted to use Final Cut Pro, and having a laptop is very good for everyday use. For right now, I have a Heyday $30 keyboard, which I just use in the meantime before I get the Magic Keyboard 2. And next to that is the Apple Magic Mouse, as well as a very cheap mouse pad. And the monitor that I have it hooked up to is an LG 27GL850 27-inch Ultra Gear display, which is a 144 Hz display that's not quite color accurate enough for what I want it to do, but it works in the meantime until I get something better. I've had that monitor for at least 5 years. And behind me is a few acoustic foam panels, 12 to be exact, 3M taped onto a $14 poster board attached to a photo light stand. And it creates a fantastic background for my Let's Play channel as well as this channel. And keep in mind, this is all in a studio apartment, so I have to keep things safe for space. So having this background blocks out my laundry machine, my microwave, my couch, anything like that, and it looks very professional. And that is my current setup right now. I plan to do a few upgrades in the near future, so I will probably make a video in about 2 months or so, but this is what I have right now and I'm really happy with it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, like, subscribe, do what you usually do, and as always, buy yourself something nice.